Live from the Museum of Broadcast Communications Kraft Telecenter, Chicago's newest news team brings you the latest NBC News.
Good afternoon from the NBC News Center. I am Paul Christie.
And I am Mary Christie. These are the top stories at this news hour.
President Bush arrived in Houston to meet with the leaders of the 7 industrial nations. Bush opened the summit with a vow to continue the UN-imposed sanctions on Iraq and a hope to unite the world leaders.
Together we're called upon as allies and as friends to work toward decisions here in Houston that will bring a new stability and prosperity to the world.
The leaders are expected to discuss the global environment as well as economic conditions in Eastern Europe. NBC News will have live coverage of the summit beginning at 7 this evening.
Chicago City Hall is cracking down on unpaid parking tickets. The City Council it's a new parking law. So motorists beware. 5 unpaid tickets in your vehicle is eligible for the Denver. After 10 unpaid tickets, your license will be suspended. The city hopes to put an extra $10 million in the city treasury from the additional fines collected.
Mayor Daley, School Superintendent Ted Ryan introduced 3 new R's for Chicago's ailing public schools. The leaders spoke at a meeting of local school council members today at the University of Illinois. Both the mayor and the superintendent vowed to reform, restructure, and revitalize the financially troubled schools.
Keep sight of the fact that this isn't about jobs or about politics. It's about giving our children the best possible start in life.
When we return, a fire sends 4 people to the hospital, plus the perfect gift for puzzle lovers.
I can't believe this report is due this afternoon. What is that?
Kraft-free Italian.
You carry Italian dressing in your purse.
Hey, I love Italian.
Obviously.
You want some?
No, thank you. No, it's too much fat.
Oh, no, this is Kraft-free. See, fat-free, cholesterol-free.
This sounds great.
Just try it.
Kraft-free Italian non-fat dressing. Fat-free, cholesterol-free, but feel free to love the taste.
Wonder if they make ranch. What? They do?
A 2-alarm fire sent 4 people to the hospital in suburban Mount Prospect. Fire officials say the apartment complex was set ablaze when a tenant fell asleep and left the stove on. It took firefighters 5 hours to put out the fire. The 4 tenants are listed in stable condition at Holy Family Hospital.
Back to the city's council, where there is a war on crime and a war on drugs. Now a Chicago alderman has declared a war on graffiti. Alderman Dick Mel's graffiti buster prowls the streets of the 33rd Ward in search of any sign of graffiti.
It's a massive program. Whether we're going to be successful or not, the jury's still out on that, obviously. But if it doesn't happen, it won't because we didn't try.
The graffiti buster is equipped with a spray brush to cover any traces of spray paint. Alderman Mells says the ultimate solution is a citywide ban on the sale of spray paint.
Well, move over Nintendo. The makers of Slave Puzzles have an invitation for the most discriminating of challenge seekers. Their puzzles are custom made from wood and come with a price tag. Oh.
For $500, they want to be puzzled. They want to sweat and swear and slave and stew.
Slave puzzles go far beyond the flat dimensional kind into 3 or even 4 dimensions. And if you are planning on popping the question, a puzzle can be made to suit that and any other occasion.
While the east gets all the rain, we continue to be dry. Let's find out if we can expect any changes in our weather picture from our own master forecaster, Mike Chalinas.
Well, thank you very much, and what a beautiful day in Chicago. Bright sunshine here as the morning clouds moved out. But look what's happening out in the Plain States. There's a new area of cloudiness and rain moving our way, and this could be in as early as late tonight. Could even mess up the early part of tomorrow. We'll have to watch that. We're expecting 1 or 2 inches of rain out in the Plain States, and we also think out there may be some severe weather. Hopefully that will not reach Chicago. Well, that's a check of the weather pattern from our... Now, please turn it to business.
Thanks, Mike. After this break, we'll see how Chicago is getting it for recycling in the cutest baby in America, my daughter.
Of all the weapons used in the world in the last 40 years, none had more power than this one.
Today, everyone seems to be more aware of environmental issues and of how everyone can do their part to save the earth. NBC News recently found these city crews planting rows of trees along the Kennedy Expressway as part of the many beautification programs in the city. There is good news from the city water plant. Researchers say the quality of Lake Michigan's water has improved 100% over the last 10 years. And youngsters at this North Side school are learning that garbage has more than one use. Students made these sculptures out of everything from plastic bottles to tin cans.
It's cool the way they recycle. It's amazing what you could do. You can make more parks and you can save the world and everything.
You can do your part to help save the world by checking the labels of the products you use every day.
In sports, the world champion Cleveland Cavaliers extended their winning streak to an NBA record 21 victories by beating the Bulls 121-77. Undefeated on the season, the Cavaliers were led by superstar World B. Freeze, 75 points. He was unstoppable, scoring on jump shots, on layups, and of course on dunks. In other games today, let's go to the scoreboard. The Celtics downed the Lakers, and the Suns tipped the Jazz. The 76ers edged the Bucks, and the Heat snapped their 7-game losing streak by seeding Indiana.
By beating Indiana. In Major League Baseball, a great day for our Chicago teams. At Wrigley Field, the gusty wind had the Cubs slipping and sliding all day, but the visiting Mets could only muster one run as the Cubs beat them 12-1. The White Sox traveled to Seattle, where they had lost 3 straight. Slugger Frank Thomas hit his 40th home run to give the Sox a 3-1 win. Bobby Thigpen came on in the 10th to save the game. Nice. In other games around the league, the Expos beat the Mets. Atlanta shut out the Cardinals, and the Padres topped the Pirates. The Red Sox took 10 innings to beat the Rangers, and Detroit beat Oakland.
Life magazine just picked 16-month-old Adam West as the cutest baby in America. His mother, Robin, had no idea that her son would beat out 20,000 other babies for the grand prize.
There's millions of babies, millions. And every time I go to the grocery store, everybody has a baby that's cute or cuter than yours.
TV and radio stations as well as newspapers swarmed their house by the truckload to see the famous boy. But his mom knows this new fame won't? Oh. Affect her baby. In fact, we found him grinding his cookies into the carpet.
This just in, Mary. The baby that just took the prize is Daniela Marie Christie, right here sitting on my right.
Our
Daniela,
baby.
do you have anything to say to the camera?
Look at
Isn't
the
she a
camera.
cutie? Atta girl. Well, that's all the news at this hour. Stay tuned to NBC for coverage of all the day's events. I am Paul Christie.
And I am Mary Christie. You've been watching the NBC News Center.
Hi.
Hi. Funny.